Hello everyone and welcome back to A Real Talk with Mariam. Today, I'll be talking with you about the 5 things you need to know before applying to universities. Applying to universities, yes, can be a really tough process. But if you know the right stuff, it can go very easy, very smooth. So the first thing you need to know before applying abroad is that you need to apply a year ahead. If you want to get admitted into the fall of 2024, you need to apply the fall of 2023. I know in a lot of countries you apply after high school, after finishing grade 12. But if you're applying in the US, UK, Canada, Europe, all those places, you apply a year ahead. And this is because of a very simple reason. The application process takes a year. So you're admitted, you have to get the visa, you might have an interview, all those stuff take a year long to finish. So you need to apply a year ahead. You're being admitted into 2025, you need to apply the fall of 2024. There should be a year gap before getting into university. Next important thing you should know before applying to university is that you should know and figure out and plan and talk to your parents. Where do you want to apply? Do you want to apply in the US? Do you want to apply in Europe? Because the application process varies from country to country, from continent to continent. Applying to the UK isn't like applying to the US. Applying to Italy isn't like applying to the UK. It differs. So you should know where you want to apply. Why are you telling me this? Can't I apply to all of the countries? Definitely you can, but you need to know the very third important thing, which is the deadlines. You need to know the deadlines and you need to stick to it. If you don't know the deadlines, you'll miss the application. If you miss the application, they won't even take your application, even if you are interested in that university. So you need to know the deadlines, you need to stick to the deadlines. So what are the deadlines? The deadlines for the US, Canada, and the UK, mostly for the early decision and scholarship, is on the 15th of October. Some universities in the US and Canada, their deadline is on the 1st of November, but usually it's on the 15th, which is really early. So you need to have all your papers ready even before the deadline. So once the deadline is there, you can apply your application and you're in, you're secured, everything is good. But before the deadline, everything should be ready. If you can even apply before the deadline, that would be amazing. Don't wait for the last minute to apply. So that's for the deadlines. What about Europe? Europe deadlines vary. Some have their deadlines in January, some have it in December, some have it as early as the 15th of October. It differs from university to university and from country to country. You should be aware of the deadlines. You should note it down so you don't miss the deadlines. If you are interested in a certain university, make sure you write the deadline down. University of Arizona, 15th of October. You know it. You won't miss it. So make your papers ready before the deadline. Deadlines, can't stress enough. It's a very important thing to know. Without the deadlines, you miss the whole thing, okay? I think you heard me saying something in the third point. The third point I said early decisions. What are early decisions? So there are 2 types of decisions, early decisions and regular decisions. There is a huge difference and it's very important to know what do you want to apply to. The early decision is that if you apply to a university, you're given the priority, but you're also obligated to commit to that university in case you got accepted. But say you apply to Yale and Yale is your top choice university, so you don't really mind committing to that university if you got accepted into Yale. But what if I don't want to commit to the university, or what if I have another top choice university? You apply for the regular decision. And the regular decision, luckily, it's later in the month. It's not on the 15th. It can be in November or December. It really differs on the university. Some universities even take their applications on January. So you should just, note down which university have what deadlines and stick to it. So again, if you know your top choice university, if you're sure you want to commit to that university, go for the early decision. If not, go for the regular decision. What about the scholarships? If you are applying to a scholarship that overlaps with the early decision deadlines, then I don't think you have to commit, as long as you tell them that you want to apply for the scholarship. And that takes us to our fifth point. What's our fifth point? You should tell them that you want the scholarship. Some universities are need-based, some universities are blind-based, which is they don't care if you are a financial aid student. They are profit-making universities, so they prefer students who can't afford the universities, not those who depend on a scholarship. But some universities, like my university, the University of Arizona, they give away lots of scholarships. So you should search if that specific university requires a separate application for the scholarships, or you just say that you want a scholarship during the application you do on the Common App, and that's how you are registered for a scholarship student. So to make the point easier, again, I'm just gonna repeat it. If you want a scholarship, tell them you want a scholarship, and make sure if you need a separate application, or you just need to say that you want it on the Common App. Let me give you a quick overview on how you can actually apply to universities. Say you want to apply to universities in Canada or the US. You can do that through a website called the Common App. You create an account on the Common App and you log in as a first-year student. Once you log in, you'll have a dashboard with all the universities that you're currently applying for. If you want to add more universities, you can do that through the college search. The advantage about the Common App, that it's a common application for all the universities you're applying to in Canada and the US. So you don't have to keep entering the general information over and over again. And if you need to answer any specific information for a certain university, you can do that through its specific portal on the Common App. Say you want to apply somewhere else though, a university that isn't on the Common App or somewhere else in Europe, you can search for the university website, go to admissions. I chose the semester I want, which is fall, and then I said apply now, and then you can enter the personal information on their website, and you will start an application on their website. And you'll have to start an applications on different websites for each university if they aren't on the Common App. A quick tip: if you are applying to universities, you should keep in mind that you need a lot of usernames, a lot of passwords. So make an Excel sheet and keep the name of the university along with its username and password, so you never lose them. Now, to summarize today's episode, now you know where you want to apply, you know when are the deadlines, you write them down, you stick to the deadlines. Now you know how to navigate yourself through the Common App, you know early decisions, you know regular decisions, and you're gonna tell them that you need a scholarship or not. And once all that is clear, you are ready to start your application process. But now I'm gonna leave you with a temporary goodbye until the next episode, where we're gonna talk about the things you need to have before applying to universities. See you next week with a Real Talk with Mariam. Until then, stay safe and take care.